Hello and happy November. I cannot believe it's already November, and I know I say that every single month, but honestly, this year has been both exhaustingly long and incredibly short at the same time. I don't know how that happens. I know that usually for these videos I am all dolled up, got my hair and my face on, and I've got a cute outfit and doing something fun and high energy. But I gotta be honest, I'm not really feeling high energy right now. And so I figured for this month, I would just kind of give you a little insight to Ruby. So I am barefaced, plain hair, wearing my warm, cozy sweatshirt and leggings, which is what I'm wearing like 90% of the time while I'm stuck here at home. It's getting cold here in Chicago, and it's getting dark earlier, so definitely hitting that like winter low energy mode. I think quarantine and things being closed, not being able to perform, not being able to go places and see people, I'm starting to get tired. I'm doing my best, but definitely starting to get tired. And so trying to find ways to stay busy and focused while I'm here, especially over the winter, because we're not performing anytime soon. We don't know when we're going to be performing again. And I don't really want to kind of sit in a standstill. I'd like to try and be doing things so that whenever we do have the ability to get going again, that I can hit the ground running. So working on a couple of costume updates. I have some repairs to do, just general maintenance. I've got a couple of ideas for costumes, and that kind of brings me to something I thought would be fun to talk about, sort of a little, what are you doing right now? I am trying to do an inventory of all of the costumes I have, all of the like pieces I have that can be interchanged together, and projects that were in limbo or had started before COVID, and things I need to pick back up again. I've also had some really great conversations with some people about projects for the future that I'm really excited about. Too early to share those details, but I'm really excited when that happens. And so in my inventory, I am kind of trying to get inspired with books and pictures, particularly in old school burlesque. So late 30s through 60s is kind of my jam. That's the stuff I like the best. And I picked up this book, I don't know if you can see it, but it's The Costumes of Burlesque by Colleen Scott. You can get it on Amazon. I have rifled through this once or twice, and I'm excited to kind of go through it in depth. I want to try and like bookmark things, get some ideas, and really establish sort of like a wish list of costuming projects. So I'm looking forward to that. I started taking a pattern making class online, which has been really fun. I know I've kind of talked about it here and there throughout the year, and if you have seen me or have followed for a while, but I am a self-taught sewer, and I love the challenge of trying to make things for myself, both in my everyday life and also for my costuming. And one thing that I really wanted to get better at was being able to adapt things or build things from scratch that would fit, so I understood the structure of things a little bit better. So I started taking a pattern making class online through Creative Costume Academy. I'll link it in the in the comments below, but it's been a lot of fun. One of the pieces as part of the project is that I have to actually make something through this 12-week class, and so I'm making a 40s style jumpsuit with bishop sleeves, pants, flowy pants, very much Sharon Stone and Ratchet, if you have watched that. So make sure you follow me on Instagram, because I most likely will be sharing some of that stuff there. I'm pretty excited about that. So in addition to sort of inventorying my costumes, working on that stuff, getting some ideas from the burlesque book, I have a problem. I love notebooks. I love writing notes. I love jotting down my thoughts. I love taking notes. I like writing my to-do lists. I have notes about workshops that I've taken. I have notes about costuming, patterns, corset making. I have a lot of notes. I love it. Give me all of the notebooks, so many notebooks. And so I am going to spend some time going through and organizing and condensing things. And I'm going to try my best to not purchase any more notebooks until I get myself organized. That being said, if you have seen some really cool notebooks, or you think something that just says Ruby needs to have this, let me know. I could be persuaded to buy another notebook between now and when that's done. So yeah, that's another thing that I'm doing along with the costume organization. And then finally, I think the last thing that I'm just trying to do is do a little bit of fun reading. So I thought I would share kind of two things that have been on my nightstand, so to speak, recently. I purchased from the burlesque legend Marinka, who is an Amazon queen. I adore her so much. I was really hoping to get to Beehoff and meet her in person finally, but who knows when that will happen. But she put out this book, Marinka From Havana to Burlesque, and it's kind of a bio of her life with photos and stories. So I've really been getting into that. I'm excited about kind of delving into Marinka. I love learning more about legends. And I've read this a few times before. It's kind of a staple piece, but Leslie Zemeckis wrote Behind the Burlesque. There's also a documentary video that goes with it, but the book, I like the documentary, but the book goes a little bit more in depth on really the history of burlesque and how burlesque started in vaudeville and sort of notable characters along the way and some drama, and kind of breaks down how those original old burlesque shows, kind of the structure and all sorts of drama and performers and doing the wheel, and it was really interesting. And it's a book that I read digitally and bought a copy because I wanted to be able to reference it more. I wanted to be able to tag things, because I really am fascinated by the history of burlesque and those notable stars that kind of paved the way to the popularity that it has now. So that's something that has been, I'm giving it the second or third or fourth read at this point. You can also get this on Amazon too. I think Marinka's book, I'm not sure if you can purchase it. I'll do a little research, and if it's available, I'll post it in the link as well, because I know she was doing a special GoFundMe to get it published. So yeah, that's what I have. Just kind of hanging out in my space, doing things and trying to stay busy and stay focused, and decide what I'm going to do about holiday plans with everything kind of being closed and things getting a little bit worse here in Chicago, harder to see friends and family and everything. But I appreciate you all, and I hope that you enjoyed this sort of low-key chit-chat with me this month, and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Stay safe, everybody.